Three big stories tonight coming from three of our biggest school districts. Let's start in Alamance County, where some parents are pushing back tonight against a school rezoning plan. The Alamance-Burlington School System just released new boundary maps for elementary and middle schools. The board will decide which to keep later this month. WFMY News 2's Amber Lake has a closer look at the plans and got reaction from parents.
The Alamance-Burlington School System says it's facing a growing problem, literally. District leaders expect enrollment to increase by more than 1,000 students within 5 years and about 3,000 students within the next decade, driven in part by thousands of new homes planned all across the county. Some schools are already overcrowded, including Audrey W. Garrett Elementary, which is over capacity by 150 students. To address the issue, the district is drawing new boundaries, but some parents say the changes could come too quickly. One father I talked to says that he moved here months ago and says the possibility of another new school caught him off guard.
Prior to deciding on this particular neighborhood, we traveled everywhere. I traveled personally everywhere from Raleigh to Hickory, looking at different school districts and looking at different neighborhoods. And I chose that neighborhood that I'm in specifically for the trajectory of schools that my kids would be going to, and expecting it to remain consistent from elementary through to high school.
He says the potential change could have emotional consequences for students who are finally settling into their new schools with new friends.
They have friends that they hang out with on the weekend, and they have friends that they hang out with, during the school day. And now with this rezoning, looking at the way it was laid out, they're dispersing people in all different elementary schools.
Other parents say they understand why the district feels pressure to act, but still questions how the lines were drawn. One parent told me longer travel times and split neighborhoods could create new challenges for parents and their children.
Important thing about a child is keeping a schedule, keeping, that way they learn what's repetitive is learning, And when you disrupt that, it also disrupts their behavior, their sleep schedule, their eat schedule.
Planners say the maps reflect input from over 3,000 community surveys and several listening sessions. They say the rezoning is a short-term fix while the district plans longer-term solutions.
The school board will vote on the boundary changes March 23rd. If approved, families would be notified next month. Changes taking effect next school year. We've linked you to the three map options in this story on WFMYnews2.com.